All right, why don't we start things off with some popcorn? Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Well, hello, Anna Laura. Thank you for breaking the ice. It's good to see you. I was feeling for a minute there that I was going to be spending about 30 minutes just eating popcorn. Good to see you. How's it going? Thank you. And just welcome back. It's good to be back. Good to be back. I'm feeling good. I had some undefined illness last week, and it just wiped me out for the whole week, basically. And Tuesday and Wednesday were particularly bad, and during those 2 days, my head was throbbing like crazy. It just felt like my head hurt so much. Didn't really have like the runny nose or anything like that, but there was a lot going on. The throat was sore, and then it got a lot better about Thursday, but still wasn't completely there. That's why we didn't do Super Mega Trivia. And then through the weekend, the throat kept nagging, and it kept like swallowing. It still hurt, stuff like that. So it was. So I had to spend I spent a significant amount of time just lying in bed, just resting. And pretty much did that last night. Sort of. No, not exactly. Last night I went to see a movie finally, but today I finally had the energy to go do a stream, and so I'm glad to be here. I don't know if people are gonna find me tonight, to be honest, because I've been out for so long. Like, I feel like people forgot that I streamed, but I'm glad you made it. Did I get tested for strep? You sound no good now. Yeah, thank you. I didn't. How do you get tested for strep? That's an interesting idea. I wonder if that's. I didn't know you could do that. I did get tested for COVID. I don't have COVID. I'd really like to learn about getting tested for strep, because it felt very strep-like. It was a lot of strep going on with whatever that was. It could have been strep throat, for sure. It's an infection, so the doctor would test you for it? Okay. I definitely should have done that. But I think we're definitely on the end of it now, so it feels great. But I have to take things slowly with my voice, because the meat of the pain is here, or it had been, not anymore. But you still kind of feel like some of the throat is sort of remembering the trauma that it had. So I don't want to talk too much during the stream. Which might mean I end up playing some video games tonight, or music, or something else. Annie says it's an infection, so the doctor would test you for it and give antibiotics. I caught it in Disneyland in March. It was rough. Ooh. Yeah, it's definitely rough. Definitely rough. It is possible I had it. But that's the thing, it's just like the hardest thing about getting a sickness like this is that it lingers enough to where you can't exercise, and that's been tough. I've done a really good job maintaining my weight journey despite the sickness. So I think I've been eating decently. Well, not tonight, obviously. I got popcorn tonight. This is very good. But I allocated a lot of this for myself. So I budgeted the popcorn into my diet tonight. Hey, Rockcar. Good to see you. Thanks for joining in. And it says looks great for movie discussion. Oh, absolutely. So movies. Let's talk about movies. Like movies. This This summer has had some good movies. I mean, there's some summers where the movies just aren't that good. Oh my goodness, Rothgar, thank you for your 26-month resub with Prime. Let's bork that up. Thank you so much, Rothgar. That's so nice of you to jump in with that. Welcome, friend. You know, we're only a few weeks away from, like, possibly seeing each other again in person, so... That's exciting. I get the chance to go see our neighbors to the north in mid-August. Hopefully that comes through. So, I think the 3 biggest movies I can think of... Well, there's actually 4. I think there's 4. 4? Let me think that through. Maybe 3. But the biggest ones... The biggest... No, actually, there's 4, because the 4th one's coming out right now. The 4th one's coming out tomorrow. They have pumped this movie up for months. Like, I knew about this movie like 2 years ago. But the last of the big summer movies is the Fantastic Four First Steps. That's getting released tomorrow. I did not have any interest in seeing it for like most of the last year and most of this year too. But dang it, I've seen that trailer enough times. I've seen it in big formats enough times. I've seen it. Now I saw an IMAX version of the trailer. I'm like, geez. I mean, I've seen it enough times where I'm like, you know what? I think I'll go watch it now. I was so burnt out by Marvel. Like I didn't want to go see it. Like I've seen enough Marvel. No more Marvel. But this one is actually a little different. So we'll see if it's good. I'll check it out at some point. But it's, so the other 3, well, Superman is the biggest movie I think we've seen so far. So much interest in that movie. People have packed the theater every night for this thing. And, it's a solid movie. I really liked it. I enjoyed it a lot. Definitely not. I'm sure people still will have things that they will take exception to with the movie, but it is by far the best Superman movie they've done in the last 20 years at least. So I thought that they did really well for themselves, and it was great for the big screen. I was fortunate enough at one point to see it in IMAX. While still rustling the throat, you know. Addie says Greedy really loved it. Yeah, it was good stuff. Like modern take on Superman, and I'm like, they're essentially redoing the story, but they're not too. Like they're not gonna waste your time with like the origin story because everybody else has done it for 100 years. Like, oh my gosh, how's it? Thank you for the raid. Great to see you. How's it going, my friend? I haven't seen you in a minute. Welcome, pals. Good to see you all tonight. Yeah. I predict the riot. I predict the riot. I predict the riot. Thank you so much for the raid. Viejo, how is it going? How is your stream? Let me give a shout out to House of Viejo. A Viejo raid, I love it. Did a just chatting stream tonight, super cool. That's what we're doing one as well, so it's so nice to see it. Viejo's stream was good. Spent some time editing and mixing Mexico. Oh, nice. As we do love your music, Viejo. Go follow House of Viejo, everybody. Really cool friend of ours here. And if you have any comments, those of you from the Viejo raid, if you have any comments on movies, we'd love to hear them. Viejo says, how's your voice feeling since saw you've been out? Yeah, it's feeling much better. It's definitely feeling much better. I'm just bringing it back in cautiously. So tonight we're going to do a very short 2-hour stream. And I'll try to not scream too much or do anything crazy. So it's improved a lot. I'm really happy to say it's pretty close to normal. I can feel I can feel that it will start to strain if I try to like yell too much or scream too much, so I won't. So moderation I think will be good, but it's come a long way. Yeah. Like just to give you an idea, like Sunday night? I think it was Sunday night. Was it Sunday night? Yeah, it was Sunday night. Came back home. And my body was tired. Like, it was just like, you could feel it sinking, like, gravitational pull of my body was going towards the ground. And I was like, it desperately was yelling at me to get into bed. And so I did. And when I did, I just went out. I was out. And I slept for like a solid like 2 to 3 hours. And then, you know, maybe brushed my teeth or something. Went back to bed. And that was it. Yeah. But we've improved a lot since then. Yeah. So I might have had strep throat this entire time. I just didn't do a good job of like testing for it. I did not have COVID. I tested for that when I first started getting sick back on Tuesday. And I'm very glad to say it was not COVID. That's huge. Because then you're basically stuck at home. So that wasn't that bad, but yeah, we're feeling better. Yeah. And hopefully more of the same, and you know, we'll take it easy tonight. Yeah, how's the strep is annoying. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's been a very long time since I've had it, so I feel like this is pretty much what I remember. Viejo says, I'm honestly surprised how I've survived a bit without strep. My fiance has had strep twice this year. Me, 0. That's crazy. I always find it crazy when you can when you can dodge a illness when it's in the house with you. So I'm glad you managed to get it to stay out of it. You're right. It's a surprise too. That's so interesting though. Yeah, but I'm glad you're doing all right. Glad to hear you're doing well. I'm glad you got a single coming soon. Very exciting. And I have some movie thoughts I can share with everybody. But so Superman, yeah, solid movie. Best effort they've done with Superman in a very long time. I really had a good time with it. I'm glad I went. And this is interesting because like a lot of people were like, this Superman's gonna suck. It's gonna be bad. I was the one in the corner going like, you know what, guys, this seems fresh. I feel like this could be pretty good, and it was pretty good. So I'm happy. I'm happy it worked out. I'm happy it turned out well. So the next movie we'll talk about is Jurassic World Rebirth. I have not seen it, so I have no opinion. But because I've seen none of the other movies, I've only seen the first one. I'm not gonna have much to say about it. But I do think it would be. I think it's a pretty solid, like, kind of a reboot of sorts. So I might just jump ahead to that one, and I think it'd be all right with it. So I think I will go see it because it looked like fun. Yeah, his Rebirth was pretty solid, better than Dominion. Oh, okay, cool. That's good to know. Yeah. I think by the time they did Dominion, they were really stretching that franchise thin, right? So I think starting from the beginning is a good idea, even if it is essentially just redoing the movie. But I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, that sounds good. I'll definitely check it out then. Let's see. So then and Viejo, are you thinking of going to see? This goes for the Annie too. Like, are you thinking of going to, and Rothgar too? Are you thinking of going to see Fantastic Four First Steps? It's like, I feel like most of us have been burnt out enough by the MCU where like we're not gonna try to keep track of all the plot points anymore. But I think as its own movie, it could be a very good movie. Viejo says, man, it's a hard one. Yeah. Rothgar says, I have no idea what's in theater these days. Mm-hmm. Rothgar says, all I know is that The Incredibles was the best Fantastic Four movie. It's actually pretty funny. The more you think about it, the more you realize like how much one borrowed from the other. It's a little outrageous. Viejo says, it's like trying to forgive the MCU for their wrongdoings after messing up multiple times. Oh yeah, yeah. It's not the, and they've been through that before with Hulk. Remember they had like 2 Hulk movies before they came up and settled the one that worked. That worked. They had 2, and then they finally had a Hulk like in the the other movies, Avengers and what have you. That was sticking. This is working. Okay, this is good. Yeah, I totally see where you're coming from. Now, as we talk about that, and keep those comments coming on the Fantastic Four movie, is forgiveness in the hearts of fans? I think so. But it really, like, kind of to Viejo's point, is the entire series is like, the entire franchise seems to have, like, the entirety of Marvel seems to have lost me. Like, okay, there's so many movies, like, we had such a satisfying end to the original MCU events, and then we're basically starting this whole phase 2, but it's just too much too soon. And so it isn't that these movies aren't necessarily are good or bad, it's just that it's too much. Like, you just can't keep up with it, and then you just kind of give up after a certain point. I think I gave up after I'm thinking it's like the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I think that series, solid, pretty good series, not bad, but you're like, but when is this gonna end? You're like, where is this going? And you just kind of had a lot of that. And then there are movies that came out after that were pretty good, but that one that came out with whatever the one with the Red Hulk is, like, I was so uninterested in that. Like, I was so happy when it finally was out of the theaters and saw the trailer 100 times. Like, no, look, this is so dumb. Like, and apparently it was dumb. Like, I don't know for sure, but yeah. Viejo says, to this point, I haven't seen Captain America: Brave New World. Yeah, that's the movie I'm talking about. Like, and I'm not interested in seeing it. Like, it just seems so silly compared to everything else. J-Man says, hello, Davey. Glad to see you're doing better. Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. Welcome in, my friend. It's good to see you. So, we have this massive production coming out from Marvel tomorrow. It starts tomorrow. And I do think there's an opportunity it can make up some of the mistakes they've made earlier, because it doesn't look like a really well done movie, but I'm only going by the trailer. Like, the trailer is really spectacular. Oh, excuse me. And he says, I decided at the start of the year I was going to stop going into MCU movies expecting endgame level content. I just try to treat them as individual movie experiences and let me enjoy them a lot more. I think that's a good strategy. I mean, I don't have a choice this time, because, like, I don't know what happened in the other movies in the last 5 years, so I have no other. There's no decision for me. Like, it will be just its own movie for me, and any related plot points from other stuff, like, I won't be up on. And this track is played a lot. Oh my god, let's get that again. So that's a great attitude to take towards Fantastic Four. I think I did see Deadpool, but I don't know if that's really related. Deadpool and Wolverine. Ridiculous, but in the best way possible. So now, let's talk about the sleeper hit of the summer so far. F1 the movie. That movie was great. Like, when I saw the poster, like, I didn't think that was gonna be interesting. And then one day I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll try it. That was my favorite. I think one of my favorite movies of the year. It was a phenomenal movie. Really good. Like, really exciting. The whole redemption arc, F1 the movie, like, about Formula One. So it's a Formula One team. A fictitious Formula One team trying to struggle for its own survival. Because they couldn't win a race. They couldn't win a race during the F1 season. And this old guy they hire, played by Brad Pitt, is trying to reinvent his own career after settling for all these like odd jobs and odd races and things like that. And so they both try to work to make each other better, but the many different challenges that come along the way with that create the dynamics. And like, can they turn this around? Can they grow to like each other? And then can they win a race? And then you see how it all breaks down in the movie. And then the racing sequences were just really edge of your seat stuff, really good. Like the perspectives, and like you really felt like you were there. If you had the chance to see it in a big format cinema, you know, XD or Dolby Cinema or something like that, I recommend it a lot, because like you need that extra sound and you need that extra screen size to really appreciate the scale of the movie. It was great. Yeah, and even if you're not into sports, it's a really fun, it's a really good story. Like it's a story that's been told a few times before, you know, like the competitor that's down and out, trying to make a name for himself again, you know. Can he overcome his own like checkered past and win over the team? Like it's good stuff. It's good stuff. Annie says, since we didn't watch it on streaming until summer, I think Sinners is my summer winner so far. Sinners is a fantastic movie. I didn't qualify it as a summer movie, but what a great movie that was. Like, that was awesome. Like, it was so good. Unanimously vote, like, everybody loved it. Everyone I know who's seen it is a big fan. Oh my goodness! Are you not a sight for sore eyes? What's up, Kath? How's it going, Caffeine? Nice to see you. What is good? What is good? But yeah, F1 big time fan. And yeah, Sinner's great movie. Go see it. Like, I did not know that they did it in IMAX. Like, wow. I couldn't imagine how epic that would have been. But I just saw it at a regular screen. It was great. Calf says, what's up? Just opened up Twitch to see if I still had an account. I've still got a very dull sword. A dull sword is still a sword. Well, I'm glad to have you back for even a little bit. It's kind of like when Sinners, where people come back from the dead. Calf has come back from the dead. Welcome, Caffeine. I hope your summer's going well. Yeah. Yeah, when you see it in a theater, the what is it? You get really engaged because it's a really, like, literally it's a dark movie. It's a dark movie anyway, but it's like physically dark too. Like, so there's low lighting, and then you just kind of see things pop out of nowhere. So you're in it. You're into it. Like, you feel like you're in the scene with them. And the many twists and turns in the movie is just crazy. It's kind of interesting, right? It's like, is it a horror movie? Is it an action movie? Is it a period piece? It's all of those things. It's incredible. Yeah, I think, I have to think Sinners is going to win some Oscars next year during Oscar season. Unless it was considered part of the last Oscar year. But they have to win something. Like, it was a spectacular. Cinematography was unbelievable. Music was unbelievable. Acting unbelievable. Like, I mean, to me it's a big time contender for Best Picture. It should be the front runner. Like, it really made a splash, but it did so on several different levels, not just commercially, but also critically. I just love the setting. Oh yeah. You know, it's interesting with Sinners. Like, I saw the trailer so long ago that I saw like, oh, you got like the haunting of the big party and the jig and all that, and I'm like, that's like, oh, that's gonna be a pretty cool movie. And then I completely forgot that that was the same movie, because then I saw posters for Sinners, and when I was looking at going to see Sinners, everybody was like, go see Sinners, like I should go see Sinners. Like, yeah, you're right. So I saw the poster and I was like thinking, oh, this is gonna be like a movie set like modern day. It was gonna be an action movie. It's gonna be a robbery or something like that. And no, it was the other thing. It was like this thing set like hundreds of years ago in the South. Like, it was just like such a mesmerizing setting. It really puts you in a different place in time. And I'm like, it was satisfying to realize that like that movie trailer I'd seen quite a while ago was in fact what I was going to see. But I was surprised too. I'm like, oh shoot, this is not a modern day movie. This is very not modern at all. Like, it was so funny. And he says, totally agree, should be a front runner. And J-Man says, yeah, Sinners should definitely be a front runner. Yeah, totally. Like, when they get to the point where they're setting odds for Best Picture, I do think they're going to be right there as like the best odds. J-Man says, we watched Black Bag the other day. It was okay. Very well acted and purposely understated. I would almost describe it as a spy thriller without much of the thriller. That's too bad, because I definitely wanted to see that movie and I never got around to it. And it had so many great actors in it, so like I'm actually surprised. That's too bad. I guess you saved me a couple hours then. I guess I won't see that one. That one seemed to have a lot of potential. I guess it didn't work out. And one other one that was released around that time I want to talk about. Mission Impossible, the Final Reckoning. I had to be convinced to see that one too. And finally I was convinced by the fact that I could use the rest of my credits from Cinemark by doing so. So okay, I wanted to see it. I saw it at 10 o'clock. That movie went from 10 to like 1:30 in the morning. But it was pretty good. I was falling asleep during parts of it just because I was tired, not because the movie was bad, but that was a solid movie. I'm like, okay, it was 3 hours, but you know what? You didn't even feel it was 3 hours. It was a very, very well done movie. And if that's the last movie in the Tom Cruise arc of Mission Impossible, I'm like, that's a good way to end it. But they left that open-ended on purpose. Like, I feel like they're gonna do another one. And he says we didn't see that we're several MI movies behind. I wonder how many movies they have at this point. I genuinely don't know how many movies they've ever released. Like, they must have released a bunch, right? Like, it's got to be close to 10. But it might not be. Maybe it's like only like 4 or 5. Like, I just didn't realize it. I've seen definitely at least, I feel like I've seen at least 3. And then I saw Final Reckoning, so that's 4. But I know I missed at least 1, or maybe even 2 of them. So, Caffeine says, I can't remember the last time I went out to saw a movie. Do people do that? Oh, definitely, yeah. And the last stream I did, I think it was the last stream I did. Maybe the last stream I did or the stream before that. I made a point of like how that cannot stop. That cannot die. Because there's still nothing like being in a movie with a bunch of people to watch. And I made the point at that time that no matter how big your TV is at home, it's not going to equal the scale of movie screen at the theater. Like, you're just not going to get that kind of scale. And I'm like, there's nothing beats it, even to this day. So I feel like if your people are doing it, and they are, I mean, that's obviously fine, but I don't want that to go away completely, because I feel like those big movies where it's an event and you have like hundreds of people at the theater to watch it, that is a great energy. It's great energy. Like, when I went to see Superman, it was packed. The whole thing was full. I felt that everybody was laughing at certain parts, they were clapping at certain parts. It was really exciting. So yeah, I know a few people. I have a bunch of friends who are in the same boat as Cathos. Like, they literally cannot remember the last time they went to see a movie, which is interesting. Rothgar says that is the MI movie where they have to break into the Pentagon to retrieve the necklace, right? Oh, that's funny. That's pretty much it, yeah. You've described every Mission Impossible movie. Eight Mission Impossible so far, says J-Man. Oh my goodness. Rothgar says, don't forget the 7 seasons of the TV show. Of course. The forerunner to the movies. That's the best one. Andy says that's the best one. Thunderhead, good to see you. How's it going? Hello there. Love this. You can give a shout to Thunderhead81. Hope you're doing well, my friend. We're doing a very chill stream tonight because my throat is still has recovered from a long illness of some form, which we believe was strep throat. So we're gonna try to take it easy, settle that back in. It's funny because like during the process of this recovery, I've been on multiple 1-hour phone calls, and it wasn't my doing, but people would just call me. One was a work call because I still felt good enough to work. I just didn't feel great enough to talk. You know what I mean? It's different. There's some subtlety in that. But then my dad called trying to figure something out. Which, no, nothing wrong with that, but just towards the end of the call, I was explaining that yeah, I'm still recovering from this whole thing. And it's all good, but. Cash says they closed most of the movie theaters here in Maryland, and the ones that are still open, it's like booking an airline ticket. We can advance reserved seats. Oh, really? I guess it's gonna be different in different parts of the country. Yeah. Oh, that's tough. That's a tough spot. That's a tough spot. Uh-oh. Got a little situation. Be right back. Yeah, what happened was I swallowed. I put in a couple popcorn kernels were in my mouth. I couldn't figure out how to spit them out, so I had to go to I had to keep that off camera. That would not have been good to see on camera. But yeah. Yeah. I realized that with theaters it's not the easiest thing to do to get to a movie sometimes if you're in a certain part of the world, a certain part of the land. And I remember explaining, and a few months ago, that it took me years and years to get through my Cinemark credits because the Cinemark theater I needed to go to was 30 minutes away, and I had to drive through heavy traffic to get there, or I would have to go to the one near my parents' house, 90 minutes away, but I'm visiting the family anyway. But I just couldn't figure out when to schedule that. So like sometimes your situation for being able to attend a movie is maybe tough. Like it's hard to do. So I finally had to specifically commit time to do it, and finally we did it. And I canceled the movie thing, so now I don't have to worry about that anymore. So. But it's true, like people would go to the theater a lot more if it was convenient to them, if it was easy for like a 10-minute drive rather than a 30-minute drive, it just depends. Whew. Okay, that's good. I think I think that's a pretty good summary. Pretty good summary of the movies I've seen so far this year. Cass, how are things in Sandwichland? Things are good. I mean, work-wise, things have settled down. I mentioned I just spent about a week and a half with a sickness. I think it was strep throat. We ruled out COVID. I have been on a weight loss plan, and it's going very well. I am now 15 pounds down from where I was when I started back in the beginning of June. The goal is to lose 25, and with that, of course, we're building muscle mass on top of it. So it's a really comprehensive fitness journey. I have not been able to exercise for the last week plus because of the sickness, and I also got an injury because I had the audacity to lift the trash bag wrong. The trash bag was so heavy, it tweaked my muscles here. So I've been recovering from that simultaneously, but it's getting there. It's definitely a lot better than it was. And I think now I can probably do a decent enough swim the next time I get out to the pool. So I've been back to swimming too. It's been very rewarding, other than the injury. So that's what I've been up to. And I've got a trip to Canada planned next month, which will be really fun. And there's more that I may announce in the near future. Actually, I have been pondering a move to the suburbs from the city, and I've been pondering it for a while, but I'm extra pondering it this week and the last couple weeks, and so I've scouted some spots that might be a good place to go, and it's looking good. I mean, I haven't moved in a really long time. I've been in this apartment since about this time, actually, about this point in this part of the year in 2013. So this is a 12 years in this apartment. So obviously being here for so long, and with the rent control being such as it has been, my finances have been pretty stable in recent days. So I'm like, why would I throw that away to move out of LA? Well, because I want to. I think I'd like to settle down. So that's what's been on the radar. Maybe not that far, obviously. I can still go to things in LA pretty easily. But it would be nice to just be closer to everybody else in my family. Everybody else in my family lives in Ventura County. That's where I'm from. So Ventura County is about 90 minutes to the north of where most of LA is. I'm on the west side, so I'm not in Los Angeles, but I'm right next to it, basically. So for all intents and purposes, I'm part of the city. And and it's busy. There's a lot of traffic. It's a lot going on. Lots to do. That's great too, but it's restless in a lot of ways. It's tough to find parking, and I mean, I primarily work from home, so I don't really need to be in this city a lot for work. I might have to come in once every 2 weeks. So I'm I should take advantage of that. Just move back home for a little, just move further or move closer to where I came from. And so that's the plan. We'll see what happens between now and then. But the goal is maybe in the next month or so I do it. But clearly, with this big trip to Canada planned in August, that's gonna make that decision very, very exciting and possibly restless. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. But it's just that I'm just seeing these really good offers for rentals back where I'm, back in my homeland, back in Ventura County, and I'm like, you know what? I kind of want to do it. Because driving around there is a lot less stressful than driving around where I am now. And so yeah, things are good. It's exciting. I've actually had some raises at my IRL job, which has put me in a really good spot. So as I was saying, I think that has put me in a good position to consider this move, which I think I'd like to do. It'd just be better for my mental health. Just imagine, for example, if you we're living like really close to any city, but then from there you move out a little bit more, so where you can still get to it when you want to do big things, like concerts or sporting events. But the day to day is going to be in a much calmer area, and I feel like it's time to get back to that. It'd be good. So, but yeah, I mean, LA's been fun. It's been good times and bad, of course. But because it's Southern California, it's like I'm never gonna completely divest from it, because like if I were to move, like it wouldn't be that much of a difference in the move, really. But logistically, it would improve a lot of things, I think. And ultimately, it would take about the same amount of time to get to anything in LA anyway. That's just the way it works out. Like when you're in the middle of everything, it's gonna take you an hour to get even 10 miles. But you could also travel from like 40 or 50 miles away, but because you're coming into the city from the suburbs on the freeway, like it takes almost the same amount of time to get to concerts and stuff. So it's just like, then for me, entering my 4th decade of life, I'm like, maybe this is a good idea. So that's sort of where I'm at. And that's the thing. It's like, I feel like most of the people I know, well, most of you from this community, like, I don't think a lot of you are in an actual, like, you're near a city, you're near a metropolitan area, but you're not in it. I am in it, which is exhilarating, but also it can also be stressful. So, it's just a lot of give and take. It's like pros and cons, Caffeine says, Tesla's new supercharger diner opening at 4:20 p.m. in LA. Like, it's an actual diner? Like, it has like I know the supercharger situation. Like on what day though? Or did it happen today? I don't know. But anyway, but yeah. Like, Caff, how far would you be? You don't have to give me the city or but just give me like a ballpark idea. Like, would you be about 50 miles from a notable city, like 40 miles, 30 miles, 20 miles, I would be 10. So like, I'm in it. So yeah, I think I'm hopeful that we can do this. I don't want to get too crazy about it. We'll see what happens. Like, and then obviously if I hang out here, it's fine too, because obviously I'll come out ahead financially with that. But I will say that the building that I live in was recently sold, and I don't feel great about the current owner. The new owner, the people in our building aren't really vibing with him. The new owner's kind of in it for the money, and there's definitely a big difference between the old owner, who was very much a family operation and was willing to give you, like, if you got in a jam, that she would give you like an allowance to kind of get out of the jam. It's happened to me. Like when roommates moved out, I was kind of stuck without a roommate for about months at one point. I think most of this was before I started on Twitch, but yeah, because I think by the time I started the sandwich show, I was kind of between. I had one. My penultimate roommate was with me at that point, and then the new roommate came in somewhere towards the end of the year, but that didn't take as long to get going. So the majority of like my touch and go years, my touch and go days were kind of not pre-pandemic, but pre-Twitch. So like 2020 into 2021, and then like in the middle of 2021, that got tumultuous. Yeah. Cap says we're about an hour metro ride in DC, an hour from driving to DC airport, about an hour from Baltimore. Okay. Yeah, see, that's like the sweet spot, Cap. I think that's a pretty sweet spot. Buy a shack in the burbs you can call your own. 12 years paying rent. 144 months paid to someone else. Yeah, you can. That can be done. That's a little tougher to do in California. It's what I'm thinking of. It's it's part of the plan too. I was considering that. Like I was thinking, yeah, there's some some condos that are not great that we could invest in, right? So like that's sort of one thing. That's one of the plans as well. Like, can I do it? Yeah, I could definitely do it. The location wouldn't be the greatest, but I see where Cap's head is at though. Yeah. Eventually, you could one would think you could eventually leverage that, sell it, refinance it, and then eventually get something better. Yeah. But yeah, I did not have the finances to buy a house 12 years ago. That's for sure. But now I do. I think, and that's kind of cool. But one thing that's important to distinguish is that 12 years paying rent here with rent control is a very different ballgame because the rent was only going up at most 3% each year. So with the longer you stay at a place like this, the more you come out ahead. Because if you're paying mortgage during all that time, you're paying a lot of mortgage. Like you're paying a lot of interest, you're paying a lot of mortgage. The mortgage payments are gonna be like right around $3,000 a month, you know. But I seem to have things better organized now, money-wise, which means that definitely seems like a good idea. I could definitely consider it. You know, put down for like a small place. You know, it'd be a good place to start. And in this state, the real estate will definitely appreciate. So it can be done. All I have to do is ask my siblings. Like two of them have gotten places with their partners, and it's looking pretty good. So yeah. Oh, that's a great story. Wow. Okay. My friend and I bought a college house together in upstate New York for $98K when we were like 23 years old. What did you do to get the down payment for that though? That's interesting. Or did you just kind of try to do like a low down payment situation? Yeah. When we were like, lived there 6 years, sold it in Craigslist for $114, had a nice down payment for a $400K house, and now the house is worth mid-6. Love it. 20K down was like 20K summer work. Oh, okay. Yeah. If only it were when I was 23 years old, the cheapest anything would have been like $250. So that would have been. That was when I was 23 years old. So you can imagine that now. But yeah, California sucks that way. Like it's just hard to get any real estate here. But I love your plan though. It's a great plan. That really worked. Very cheap up there. Yeah. You know, it's funny. It's always interesting about hindsight being 2020, right? Like, if I had known about New York State when I was 23, I could have just bought something just to buy it and rent it out way back when, right? Like, that could have been done. But you just don't think about things like this. It's like, oh, dang, you know, oh well. But yeah, it's, either way, it's, we are definitely a good spot, and lots of opportunity. And I'm really excited about that trip. Absentee landlording is a pain. Oh, I see. Okay. But yeah, never been to Canada before, so next month is gonna be my first shot at it, and that's gonna be really, really cool. I am very excited. So much opportunity. Let's see where it goes. I've already thought about a lot of places where we could eat, and yeah, and hopefully we'll continue making progress with our fitness. And yeah, I mean, I think tomorrow I'll do my first swim in over a week, and then that'll feel good because like I haven't done that in a minute. And then Friday I could repeat that and take it from there. Pretty cool stuff. But yeah, have any of you seen any movies this year? And it doesn't have to be just like movies at the theater, but just any movies you've seen. It doesn't even have to be a new movie. Have you seen any movies this year? What are some of the movies that you've enjoyed this year on streaming or on, if you still do this sort of thing, physical media, or on TV or on at the theater? Any of those? Hey, Mocker, what's going on? My 115K house 8 years ago is now apparently 295K. According to my neighbors that just listed. Ridiculous for the place. Also, hi Mark. It's great to see you. That's so incredible. That happened in only 8 years. That's pretty amazing. Jason, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. How's it going? And a very moo day to you too. Welcome, Jason. Bring in. Okay, here we go. I predict a riot. I predict a riot. Thank you so much for the raid. How's it going, Jason? Good to see you. Water Buddies raid. How was your stream? I hope your gig was good. Shout out to our friend Jason Colson, someone who I will hopefully meet on this aforementioned trip to Canada coming up next month. I'm very excited. Cat says, does that still work? I forget all the stuff. It still works. Have a good lurk, Andy. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you being here for a little bit. Dare Durango, nice to catch you. King, welcome in. On your 110 stream streak, holy cow. Wow. That's impressive. But how's it going? Have any of you... we were just talking about movies just a bit ago, like all summer movies, but any movie, really. Have you seen any movies on TV? Have you seen anything on YouTube? You know, there's a lot of movies we could take a look at and check out. Oh, you know what? I'm reminded of a movie, and I don't know... It's an independent movie, so I think we could do it on stream. But the movie that I keep thinking about is Duelers, which featured a lot of our friends from Twitch Music, like Danny Kaye and Elisa Carlson, people like that. And this movie came out a few years ago, but it apparently was a banger. So something I want to think of for sure. If not a stream thing, maybe a Discord thing. Rothgar says, just remember, if you don't want people to know you are American on your trip, just don't ask for sweet tea. Oh man, you don't have to worry about that. I am not a sweet tea fan at all. I'm like, iced tea already sounds great. Why do I need to muddy it with sugar? Like, it's phenomenal. It's funny because like people in the South, they're just such huge fans of sweet tea. I am not. I like the sugar is getting in the way of the taste of the tea. Like I would rather just have the tea and a little lemon. So yeah, I think we're in good hands there, Rothgar, for sure. And people are in different. There are many people on different. There are people on different sides of that for sure. Like there are many who swear by the sweet tea. I get it, but I like to drink tea. I don't like to drink sugar with tea in it. So that's just my take on it. And that's just as I was saying earlier. This stream is going to be a pretty short one, and I'm kind of taking breaks even during the stream, just so that my voice is not overdone, overtaxed, because it really hasn't spoken for this extensive amount of time. I've done some 1-hour calls earlier in the last week or so, but I can already feel a little bit of strain. So that's why you also hear me talking a lot softer, because I'm like, I don't want to overdo it. But you're definitely in a good place. I guess maybe we can extend that question to how's your summer been? Have you done any cool trips? Have you done any barbecues or anything like that? Seems like a great spot. And Caffeine, I have never been to Maryland before, but I would love to because it seems gorgeous this time of year, and I hear great things about the crab. It seems like a really beautiful place. King says you're the one with the cool trips this season. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, and they keep getting cooler. Like I think the trip coming up is gonna be pretty epic. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it's kind of it doesn't really sink in with me like how many places I've been to this year. I've been to a lot. Like I went to Boston. I went to New York. Like, well, I went to Central New York, but I had like a cup of coffee in Buffalo. Yeah. I went to Seattle for like a hot second. Yeah, and then I was in Clallam. So yeah, I've been around this year, and then eventually, hopefully, we got a trip to Toronto, Ottawa, and maybe Montreal. We'll see, and then New York City at the tail end of that. Like, man, so much going on. Cap says we just went back from Seattle to visit a friend, Whidbey Island. Went up to Mount Baker, had dinner with Octavia. Oh, nice. How is Octavia doing? It's been a minute. I know we haven't heard from Octavia in quite a bit. I hope Octavia's doing well. That's great. Rothgar says, King says Davy's going to end up ice cold by Thanksgiving. Yeah. Probably. Let me see. Rothgar says, my summer has been mostly chilling at home, but I've been working on putting a list together of all the fun things to do in the area that I would take people to if they were to visit town. Let's go. That's so cool. You're still working on that list? That's so cool, Rothgar. Yeah. I'm very excited. Do show me all the places. Oh, Octavia. Okay. Thank you. Well, like I said, it's been a while. I forgot whether it was Octavia or Octavia. So, okay. Octavia. Thank you. Oof. Okay. Yeah. Does Octavia still do music? Like, in other words, is she still like making music, like putting it out on music things? That's interesting. Or even like YouTube shorts or something like that. Twitch Turbo went up. Price Octavia quit Twitch, but then I quit Twitch. Sorry. Okay. Let me see. But I think the trip to Toronto is probably gonna be the last thing I do, and then I think we got TwitchCon, but that's so close. I don't know if that's necessarily traveling. Like, but it's still a thing, right? Like that's still gonna be a big thing. So I think that's one of the things that keeps me going to it is that it's so close. Like we'll see what happens. Yeah, it's fair. I use actually interesting that you mentioned Nitro. I actually use Nitro now, so that seems to have helped a little bit. But ads can often be a real barrier for a lot of things, right? Like, Honestly shocked you're here tonight, to be honest with you. What, do you still do you post updates at all, like on Instagram? Like I don't do Facebook much. Like I'm on Facebook like maybe once a month. So I'll never be there. But if you are on other platforms, I would gladly follow you there. But you don't have to. You can just whisper those to me, I guess. But that'd be cool to kind of catch up with like whatever electronic stuff you're doing. Like yeah. That's and the topic that Cap's getting into is like something I'm going to plan for a future stream. Like there is going to be a thing about Twitch's the state of Twitch, I guess, if you want to call it that. Like that needs to be a whole other stream. That needs to be a whole stream. Like I feel like I'm not going to get into that tonight because it's kind of a downer of a topic, to be honest. Like I'm not going to get into it there, but in a future stream I will get into it because it's just like it's clear, like it's not what it was, and I get it. Like pretty much everybody I know, let's see, I'm doing what Rahomo says I do, which is like I'm saying I'm not going to get into it and then I get into it, so I'm not going to get into it. Let's keep it positive tonight, and then we'll get into this on a future stream, but definitely something I'll cover eventually. Romo knows. I came painfully close to doing it again. I was very, very close. Very, very close. But I guess the thing I would say is like the things that have stopped me from streaming have nothing to do with that. Like it's literally like my health would kept me from getting on here tonight. And then after that, it was just like, I've been busy. As we talked about, I've been away from town a lot. So there's a lot of completely unrelated factors that have had me streaming less. And in the end of the day, it's actually been good because like it's given me the door to like try to do different things, which I've been trying to catch up on. And it's actually kind of nice. So finding the balance has actually been wonderful. Rahama says, have you trained well? Yes, you do. You have. Thank you. It's good to see you again. DeCarlo, good to see you again too. Yeah. The one thing I would mention, and that this is going to be agonizing for people on the... Oh my gosh, Rahomo, thank you for your 48 months. Almost 1 whole year. Phenomenal, though. 48 months. It's a long time, my friend. It's great to see you. Thank you for sticking with us all this time. King says, funny how life will balance you. It's true. It's true. You know, I've heard from people in the past where, like, if you don't slow down, your body's going to make that decision for you. And I've had moments like that where I've literally just... I don't talk about it a lot on here, but I've had a couple of instances where my body completely shut down. I'm not going to... Yeah, but, you know, and it can be terrifying sometimes to go through that, but it's important to, like, use that as a warning sign. Slow down. Like, okay, I will. It's good. But thank you again for your 48 months for Homa. That's awesome. We've had a lot of resubs here tonight. Rothgar with a 26-month resub. I appreciate you as well. You've still got bits caffeine. Holy cow. DeCarlo says trivia on the 7th. I know Jillian was supposed to be on. Correct. Yeah. So I was sick last week. We couldn't do super mega trivia, but we rescheduled it for August the 7th. So that's coming up in a couple weeks. Very excited to do that. Thank you for your bits, Calf. I realize that maybe Twitch is more of a. It's appearing that Twitch might be more of a chore these days. I understand that. So it means that much more to have you here, Calf, and I appreciate you being here. Carlos says, I heard. You did. Yep. Hey, Penguin. Good to see you. What's up? How you doing, Penguin? Nice to see you. How are you? Can we give a shout to Penguin Superhero? Yes, we can. But good to see you. I haven't seen you in a minute. You have a sketchy prepaid Visa. One of those cards are gonna be just cleaned out. So I dumped the ballots in the Twitch bit. Cool. We'll take it. We'll take it. You know what's funny? I haven't just kind of just again. This will segue to the eventual topic of the state of Twitch, but there has not been a hype train on this channel in weeks. Like weeks. Like many weeks actually. So nothing for you to worry about. I'm just making the point. Like it's just I have seen it across the board too. It's all right. Like I don't do this for money, obviously. Like you're not gonna make money off of this platform anyway, so it's not really something I concern myself with. The Carlos says one is incoming. Is that right? Is that right? Well, you're very close. So thank you so much for oh wow, wait, sub goal 50%. Let's go. How's the golf game going, Penguin? I hope you're well. DeCarlo! Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, DeCarlo. 10 gift subs. My goodness. All right. Well, we know what happens with that. A couple things. Time for trivia 1. But also, remember, we're at level 3. Oh my gosh. Hey, Tina, how's it going? DeCarlo has something to say about it. Tony! Welcome back, Tony. I'm back too. I haven't been on Twitch in a minute. Good to see you, Tony. So guess what's gonna happen here? For every level of the hype train that we enter, so we are 2 levels in, which means we get 2 of these bonus Clara beans. I haven't even opened it. That's so I'm very excited about this. And Tina, this is great to see you, Davey. Oh, Tina, privilege is mine. Welcome in. I ain't angry. Thank you for your 1,000 biddies. Oh my lord! Oh my goodness! Holy cow! All right, so people want some beans tonight. Okay, I feel you. Let's go do some trivia then. Holy crap! Thank you, everybody. Holy. Okay, is this? That's okay. Let's just. Wow, I set this all up for the stream. I didn't do, but we will do this on what we will do this soon. Okay. So, chat. Good luck to you. And we'll see where it goes. Here we go. I'm going to give you questions. We're going to give you questions about... Let me figure this out. Hold on. Tony says, long time no see, and I've been through a lot, but I'm just chilling. Glad to be back. Got a new mic and back to stream. Nice, Tony. Welcome back. Okay. I'm going to give you all questions. Keep those to hype coming. You'll get an extra bean for each of the levels you get. We have gotten 2 so far. No, actually, I think you get 1 for just entering the hype train too. So technically that's 3 beans. So 3 beans. And if you complete level 3, you'll have a 4th. All right. All right, folks. Here we go. I'm going to give you trivia about... Do I do Hamilton? Yeah, let's do Hamilton. We'll do Hamilton tonight. Are you ready? Okay. Trivia about the musical Hamilton. Here we go. Good luck. How are we doing? All right. Good luck, friends. Okay, question number 1. Remember, every question you get a point. Every question you get wrong, I will get a point. Who is the creator, writer, composer, and star of Hamilton? Anyone? Brothgar says, know nothing about this topic. Good luck, everyone else. You're going to carry me. Lin-Manuel Miranda is correct. Rahomo. Jack gets the point. Next question. Complete the phrase. In New York, you can blank. In New York, you can... Rahomo says, be a new man. 2 for 2. Rahomo 2. Davey nothing. All right, number 3. Can you name 3 presidents featured or referenced in Hamilton? Mocker plays with 34 bits. Let's go. Thank you. Hamilton. I don't think Hamilton was a president, was he? Jefferson Adams. Washington. Got him. We're homo again. Let's go. Question numero 4. What was the name of the King of England during Hamilton? We're almost just about here to run the table. Let's go. What was the name of the King of England during Hamilton? Which king was it? King Daby. A good guess, but no. I appreciate you, Cap. King George III. King Dambreaker and Rahomo. But Dambreaker fills it out. Let's go. Oh, another bean, boozle bean. I have to add that to the total. Okay. All right. I got you. Next question. So we're going to add 1 to that total. What was the name of King George III's show-stopping number? Oh my gosh, you've done it. Tina, thank you for 300. And I Ain't Angry, thank you for 500 biddies. Bets the King of France was Louis. Nice. What was the name of the song? You'll be back. Soon you'll see. You'll remember that you belong to me. Got it. Next question. True or false? There is a rap battle in the middle of the musical. True or false? Well, you're gonna get it. There's only 2 choices. True. It is true. It is true. Tony gets it. Roma gets it. DiCarlo gets it. Absolutely. You're 6 for 6, everybody. Cal, thank you for 200 biddies. Thank you so much, my friend. Question number 7. Among Hamilton's colleagues, who was the damn fool who shot him? Also featured in a Got Milk commercial. Over! Got him! That's right, Homo. You got it. All right. Question number 8. Where did Alexander Hamilton go to college? So we have completed 3 levels. We're on level 4. That's 4 beans plus the bonus from the bonus bean boozled redeemed by Caffeine is my drug. King's College, yes! 8 for 8. Going great. Fantastic. Okay. 2 to go. Next, which song in Hamilton talks about how the sausage gets made? Which song in Hamilton talks about how the sausage gets made in the room where it happens? Yes! F to 9. Tina's sausage emote. That's great. Last question. What was the name of Eliza's solo number during the musical? Can you remember? I think there might have been only 1 solo number. 2. So like, this might be a fairly easy one. But can you remember? Eliza's solo number during Hamilton. Chat's up to 9 points. Going for the clean sweep with this question. Burn! Yes! It is Burn. You've got it. Rahomo, congratulations to you and the rest of the chat. 10 for 10. Fantastic, everybody. And, doing great, everyone. Doing great. All right. So we are now up to So we have a minute 17 to go in our hype train, but we have already redeemed from the... So one of these is coming from the regular container, because this is a regular bean boozle redeem. So from the normal container, thank you to Caffeine for redeeming this booger bean. Let's get to it. Here we go. This is going to be booger. I mean, what's Hamilton? Booger or pear? Let's see. Oh. Thank you for remembering that button, Caffeine. Wait. No, it wouldn't be this bad. Ugh. King says, "Oh, this is gonna get interesting." All right. So, the point redeem for Caff. Thank you so much, Caffeine. Now for the 4 beans remaining, and there could be a 5th if you can get that hype train to complete level 4. Number 1, 2, oh my gosh, 2 of the stink bugs. Wow. And I think I'm gonna select the vomit as the 4th bean. So thank you again for the hype train, everybody. Let me go say hello to Tony Boy Boom Roasted. Tony Boy, you my boy, Tony Boy Boom Roasted. I hope you're okay. I hope that wasn't too harsh. All right. So 12 sub gifts and 2134 bits. Holy cow. Thank you so much, everybody. Let's go through that again. Calf, thank you so much for your 100 bits. Rahamo, thank you for 30. No, I'm sorry. Thank you for your 48-month resub. DeCarlo, thank you for your 10 community gift subs. That's so generous of you. Tina, thank you for your resub for 35 months. I and Angry, thank you for 1,000 biddies. Mocker, thank you for 34 bits. And Tina, thank you for 300 bits. I and Angry, thank you for an additional 500 bits. And Caffeine, thank you for your additional 200 bits. Quite a phenomenal time. I will get to Velveeta in a moment. First, to the beans. We're going to do stink bug number 1 or toasted marshmallow. Ugh. Stinks. So chat 1, Davy 0. Actually chat 2, Davy 0 because of the other bean. This one is going to be, oh gosh, what is this called? I've been out of the game for a bit. Okay, this is the strawberry banana smoothie or dead fish. Oh, ho, ho, ho. It's strawberry banana smoothie. That's a point for me. I believe the customary motion here is the rig command, so let me go ahead and do that on behalf of the mods. Alright, next. Oh dear. Peach or vomit? Ugh. Chat 3, Davy 1. Ugh. Thank you for the hydrate, Rothgar. I'm gonna give myself a moment to do this. Okay. I think I'm good. Last bean from the hype train. Thank you, Claire, for providing these extra beans for me. By the way, can we give a shout out to Claire Picks as well? Just for the privilege of offering these beans. I would like to share our Good Pals channel on Twitch. Thank you very much. And the bean is going to be either another stink bug or a toasted marshmallow. No. Ugh. Oh, thank you, J-Man. Thank you for picking us up. Go follow Claire. Okay. So hydrate, Rothgar. I need to go get some more water after this. And then, that'll be that. So there you go. And thank you very much for the beans, and thank you for your hype, everybody. Now for Tony Boy, I have this for you. For Tony Boy has redeemed Velveeta, and you know, sometimes you're gonna be hungry for it, right? But not all the time. And then you have Velveeta. That's it. That's the redeem. Thank you, Tony Boy. And thank you, everybody. That's great. I'm gonna go get some more water, and then hit my BRB, and I'll be right back. But thank you so much. That was awesome. Like, I'll see you in a little bit, and stay with us. This will be fun times. All right, folks. Thank you so much for hanging with us. Great job in the chat. Great job on the Hype Train trivia, everybody. That was really good. And a teaser for the eventual Super Mega Trivia Challenge, which will be rescheduled to August the 7th. So if you thought you missed it last week, you did not, because circumstances have postponed it, and we will resume on that day. Very exciting. But how are you doing, Tina? It's good to see you again. How's everything in the Mid-Atlantic? I was actually, some of you were joining in late. I was actually talking about the forthcoming trip to Canada, which I'm really looking forward to. And I was talking about a potential move. I might be moving in the near future. I haven't decided completely yet, but it could happen. And we'll see how it goes. We'll see where things go. Yeah, these long pauses are kind of deliberate. I'm just trying to save voice, so that's all that is. I could take a quick little poll. Like, I know what the answer is going to be. That is exciting. Appreciate you, King. So the question I think I was going to ask, and we're only going to be, I'm only got another 30 minutes before we raid out, but in these remaining 30 minutes, do I try to play a couple tunes, or do you want to see me fail at Mario? Let's have it. Where will the chat decide? I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this, but there is a specific thing in Mario I want to look at. So I want to actually try a very specific goal in Mario Lost Levels. So, oh, the moving possibility is exciting. Yeah. It is very exciting. I'm very excited about it. So the plan is to move to the move farther out, move back to the suburbs, basically. I'm pretty much in the city, and it is a very exciting possibility. There is a version of this move that could incorporate buying a condo. No reports on the Cuisinart yet, but the condo, yeah, definitely possible. But the odds are probably better that I'll end up renting another place. But I'll be renting a place in a much less chaotic area, which I'm very looking forward to. Good access to the freeway still, so I can get back into town whenever I need to do work stuff. But I'll be closer to the rest of my family, which is really cool. My parents and my sisters and their families, you know. Most of my relatives, you know. Oh, Crystal Cox, good to see you. How's it going? King says I caught that. Let's go. I see you. I'm glad you caught that. I was very excited about that. In either scenario, I won't have to mow the lawn either. So like, I'm all about it. How's it going, Chris? What's good with you, my friend? Welcome in. Yeah. But it's just something I've been thinking about for a while. So like this building where I live, I've lived here for a long time, and the building has new owners, and the people around the building are not vibing with the new owner. And it just things about the maintenance crew I'm not loving either. It's just the trust level isn't there with the current management. The old management was great, you know. And it just feels more corporate now, which it's like just not my vibe. Like, and I definitely did have a version of my life where I planned to just be in a controlled apartment for the rest of my life. But at the end of the day, I don't think that's what I want to do. I think I'd like to do a little more than that in my future if I can. So I think eventually I would like to move into something a little bigger. But right now, it works for me, you know? It works for me right now. Yeah, totally. Calf is like, you need a place so you can have a gas grill on your deck and bonus points if you don't have to worry about it being stolen. Of course. Yeah. It just sounds good. Do you have a gas grill on your deck, Calf? That sounds great. Do you have rolling hills in your backyard? That sounds great, too. Yeah. Wall-to-wall carpeting, wallet full of credit cards. Oh, I'm good with the wallet full of credit cards. I accomplished that goal a long time ago. I am doing great with that part. Wall-to-wall carpeting is definitely an anachronism. Nobody wants that now. Like, everybody likes wood floors, right? Like, so yeah, but I still like carpeting in the bedrooms. Like, carpeting in bedrooms, I think, is still solid, which is why like the acoustics of this room is good for like the stream, because like there's carpet underneath. If it was a hardwood room, there'd be a lot more work in treating the room so that the sound wouldn't echo as much. Yeah, but no, for real, Calf. Like I'm looking forward to like not having to worry about things being stolen where I'm going. I'm not saying I live in a dangerous area, but I'm not saying it's a safe area either. You know, just yeah. 1/3 acre house in the burbs near Maryland, literally 100 times that of in upstate New York. And interesting, they're worth about the same. How about that? Because I actually even thought that upstate New York wasn't that expensive at all. Honestly, like I thought that. I was actually chatting with our pal IO recently, and like IO got a really cool house, and it didn't like price rise. It didn't seem like that much at all, but it's like a whole house with a basement and a beautiful like garden and fruit trees and things. Like that's literally what we were doing on the stream, like when we were talking with IO recently. Like we were talking about all that, so it's definitely something we all can shoot for. Yeah. I know it gets cold in Maryland, but I don't think it snows, so that's, or at least not that much, so you don't have to shovel the walk, so that's cool. That's a cool thing. But yeah. Kudos to your house situation. That's really cool. You did it right. My dad was always telling me to do that. Yeah. Yeah. There's lots of ideas for it. So, let me see. But I was just gonna. I think one of the things I was gonna get into tonight was like, how cool. I'm gonna mush this. I know it, but it's been a very cool summer for us here in California. It's been really cool. So we haven't talked a lot about it because we don't want to jinx it, and two, I feel like we would be All right. I'm pivoting off of my own pivot. I think the thing about music is like when you don't play a song in a while, it gets really rusty. Then you forget. You can't just like jump into the song queue. I'm not good enough at music yet to do that. So the lead song I was gonna play was Lido Shuffle, and so I was thinking like, I don't know, right? Lido missed the boat that day. He left the shack. That's all he missed, and he ain't coming back. Tombstone, juke joint car, he made it stop just long enough to grab a handle off the top. Next stop, Chi-Town. Leader gonna put her money down and let her roll. She said, okay, here comes the part where I'm not sure. That one, so about to get it. One last shot before we quit it. One for the road, the leader. Whoa, he's for the money, he's for the show. Leader, don't go, Lido. Whoa, he said one more. Okay, here comes a job to get it. One last go before we quit it. One more for the road. Okay, I guess that's a good start, right? Yeah, good song, for sure. Get some echo in the mix here. Lead'll be running, having great big fun till he got the note. This ain't told the line of boat, and that was all she wrote. He been making a beeline, heading for the borderline, going for broke. Said one. What? I think it's job, how to quit it. One last joint, ain't nothing to it. Okay. I think I did the chords wrong on this one. No, I think I'm right. One for the road, leader. Whoa, he's for the money, he's for the show. He got no nothing go, leader. Whoa, said one last shot, gotta do it, and then whoa. One last shot, didn't quit it. One more for the road. Yeah, that's pretty much the song. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. I didn't know how much of my voice I had for that song either, because like a week of recovery and all that, just talking, I couldn't even know. I didn't even know. I didn't even know how much I was gonna be able to sing after that. So that actually did all right. Good times. Good times. Anybody else want to hear a song? Like you can check. We still got 15 minutes left, so we could totally do something else. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out the song here. Let's see. I could try this. What's my age again? But like done really slowly or something like that. So let's just see. I took her. Whoa. Took her out. It was a Friday night. Alone. Get the feeling right. Started making out. Took her off my pants. Then I turned on the TV. And that's about the time she walked away from me. I'm nothing like when you're 23. And I'm more amused by TV shows. What the hell is ADD? My friends get at my age. What's my age again? What's my age again? Later on the drive home, I call my mom from my payphone. What was it? And then her husband's in. Said I was the cops. My husband's in jail. They looked down and saw to me. Looked down and saw to me. No. They looked down. Looked down and saw to me. They looked down and saw to me. There we go. And that's about the time she bitch hung up on me. Nobody likes you when you're 23. And I'm still amused my prank phone calls. What the hell's call ID? My friends say I should act my age. What's my age again? What's my age again? What's my age again? And that's about the time she walked away from me. Nobody likes you when you're 23. still like you're in freshman year. What the hell's wrong with me? My friends should actually like my age. What's my age again? My age again. What's my age? You broke up with me. Nobody likes you when you're 23. How many years ahead to fall in line? Why would you wish down on me? Never want to act my age. What's my age again? What's my age again? I think it actually does this too. Oh. What's my age again? Something like that. And I always say when it comes to like doing songs, it gets a lot easier when you memorize the lyrics of the song completely in your head. Then it gets like so much easier, you know? Like, to give you an example, I will, if I were to perform Africa, I would know that because I've played that song a few times. The same thing with like Take On Me, because I played the song on stream a few times, so like that kind of helps. Thank you for the claps, Rothgar. Yeah, I have to take it a little bit easy. Like I can't do anything. Like where are you? And I'm so sorry. You know, I can't do that song because to do that when I'm full throttle, like full send, that would be. Oh man, that would be bad. That'd be rough. I treason. How are you tonight? Always your time. Yeah, I can't do that. But yeah, as I was mentioning with Africa, like I can do that song because there we go. So watch, you know. Oops. I hear the drums echoing the night. Right. Here's only whispers of some quiet conversation. It's coming down 12:30 flight. The wings reflect the stars that guide us. Stopped an old man along the way, hoping to find some old forgotten words, ancient melodies. See, I'm doing all this without even looking at the lyrics. Like I totally just know it. He turned to me as if to say, "Her boy's waiting there for you." Take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. As the rains down in Africa, I'm gonna take some time to do the things I never had. Oh, I shouldn't do it that way. It should be over here. You know, I'll Wild dogs cry out in the night. They're restless, longing for some. Wait, do I have that right? Solitary's company. I know that I must do what's right. Kilimanjaro rises like Olympus of the Serengeti. I seek to cure what's deep inside, frightened of this thing that I've become. Gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I've blessed the rains down in Africa. Gonna take some time to do the things you never had. Yeah, that's kind of it. And then, I don't know. Okay, I got it. We'll try it again. Where is it? Hurry, boy, it's waiting there for you. Yeah, I got it. That's it. Salad, how's it going? Salad, this is everything. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for joining us. I'm glad you liked that song. Yeah, I love Toto too. Wait, is that it? That's great that that's an emote. Is that Scott's emote? No, but I love it. From the Gabe Studio. Oh, super cool. Can we give a shout out to the Gabe Studio? That's a great emote. Big time shout out to the Gabe Studio. I bless the rains down in Africa. I bless the rains. Bless the rains down in Africa. Gonna take some time, the time that you never had. Take the time to do the things you never had. Yeah. So yeah, when you play a song enough times, it gets put into your finger memory, and that's exciting. When did you say ban salad? Oh no. Well, for me, no, I need salad, so I cannot ban salad tonight. So, good news for all joking is salad. I need salad. All you need is salad. I don't know. I don't know All you need is salad. Wow, 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 wow. All you need is salad. Salad. Oh, salad's all you need. Oh, I actually wrote all you need is salad in the Google. That's ridiculous. We're Homo's new favorite song. A salad. Salad, 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 salad. Salad, 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 salad. Nothing you can do that can't be tossed. Nothing that you can't eat that that can't be chopped. There's nothing that you can put on it, but you learn how to put on it. It's easy. Ah, so close. But let's get to the chase. Let's get to the chase. Here we go. Ready? All you need is salad. All you need is salad. All you need is salad. Oh. Salad. Salad. Salad's all you need. What is it? What's that? All you need is all you need is salad. All you need is salad. All you need is all you need is all you need is salad. Oh, salad's all you need. Salad's all you need. Salad's all you need. Salad's all you need. Salad's all you. Salad's all you need. 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 Salad's all. She loves me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was ridiculous. Thank you, Salad, for the claps. Tries to request Karen chooses murder as a follow-up. Well done, Rothgar. Thank you for the claps, too. Bet you didn't think you'd have a little song about you tonight, Salad, did you? Oh my god. Are we out of time? Oh my gosh, we're out of time. Unbelievable. As much as I like to do an entire anthology of Salad songs, it is time to go. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, friends. Tina, I'm glad you enjoyed that. It's cool you get your own emote. That's super cool. Thank you for the claps, Rothgar. Thank you for Salad. Thank you, Tina. Homo for indulging me. And Tina, thank you for your gift sub to All Joking is Salad. That's awesome. All right, let's go find them in a raid. That was fun. Thank you very much for welcoming back into your world, everyone. You all have been awesome. I appreciate you letting me segue back into this slowly. I'm gonna go study what is out there. Wait, hold on. Hold on. I gotta do this before I go. Okay, try this. Some salad out there beneath the crouton cubes. There'll be something cheesy on top. Out there. Oh, I'm sorry. Out there. And even though I'm hungry, want some beef right on my plate. Helps think that we might be healthy on the same price night. And when we find out what's the thing that loans it helps to know there's tomatoes underneath the same big some salad out there beneath my heart tonight. So help. Okay, that's enough. Salad. That's enough. We're almost gonna quit the channel if I keep going. That is enough for us. We will head out. But have a good day, Hrothgar. It's good to see you again. And Caffeine, good to see you. Hopefully, we won't be too long since we totally see you again. Poor Ro. I know it. Let's go find someone to raid. I know many good choices. I actually had some good ideas tonight. And I want to say, if they're still going, and they are still going, we can say hello. I think we're going to do our first ever raid to this channel, to my knowledge. Oh, someone's streaming Doom 2, which I kind of want to do. I kind of want to do the Doom 2. I haven't done that game in a minute, so like maybe we should just do the Doom 2, but let's go Doom 2. We'll try the other stream another time. We're almost gonna be like, screw this, I'm gonna watch Hamilton again. We done glazing salad? That's totally what the kids call it. Yeah. You wanna have some fun with Doom 2? Let's go see someone playing Doom 2 tonight. Copy those raid calls. We're gonna hang out with Toby Wolf this evening, who is playing Doom 2. So please enjoy the Doom 2. We'll see how far they get. I'm actually really curious. So thanks for hanging out tonight. If things go well tomorrow, I could be back tomorrow, and I'll be on later too. So we'll circle back to that hopefully. If not tomorrow, then we'll try something next week. I did a cute. That's actually pretty good. I think we should. I'm gonna actually put that one in there. Copy the new raid call, and let's go hang out with Toby Wolf. Toby will appreciate that raid call. Doom 2 definitely picked up the pace with Doom 1 though. It looks about the same, like visually, but it's a pretty cool game. All right, we're raiding Toby Wolf. Good night, everybody. We'll see you soon. Good night. Take care, everybody. Thanks for being part of this. Appreciate you. Appreciate all the hype too. It's good to see you all again. Till next time. Back tomorrow, maybe, but definitely next week. Good night, everybody. Thanks so much. Oh, thank you, Tina. Tina says Tubby really likes your setup. Yeah, I'm very proud of it. Like, I appreciate you. Hubby says, saying hello to the hubby from Sandwich Land. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The lighting is what makes it for this streaming setup. It's really coming along. I think I got everything in a good place, which ironic. I guess we're gonna move, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe we won't move. Maybe we'll just stay here. Good night, everybody. See you soon. Enjoy Toby Wolf. Go follow. He's also a musician. Oh, that's so cool. That's super cool. All right. Bye, everyone.